A phrase that we hear all the time is, I just have to get through the holidays, or I have to survive the holidays. And admittedly, it's not something that I'm a huge fan of. We only have so many holiday seasons to enjoy, and I would prefer that you do just that. Enjoy them rather than feel like you have to survive them. But it can be a tricky thing to navigate, especially if we have specific health considerations and your family and friends are asking you questions like, you're eating what now? How long are you gonna do that? And I could never give up those foods. We all know how those situations go. So in today's video, what we're gonna do is we are going to cover 6 holiday thyroid diet tips to allow you to stay healthy and feel your best. That way you can navigate these times much more efficiently. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel and click the bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos every single Thursday. My name is Dr. Bodle, and I specialize in helping women with Hashimoto's and low thyroid to lose weight and improve their energy naturally. And when we're dealing with these kinds of complex health conditions, it can be hard enough to start feeling better in the first place. But I think one of the reasons why the holiday season can feel like such a challenge is because none of us want to have a flare-up of symptoms, and none of us want to feel like we're sliding backwards. So to help you avoid those things and stay on track, let's start off with our first tip, which is offer to host. Now, if you're watching this in 2020 land, this tip might not be as pertinent as we would like it to be, but if you're watching it in the future, hello future us's, I hope you're doing well. Hopefully it's a little bit more helpful. When we're gathering with family and friends, one of the toughest things can be going into a situation where we don't know exactly what our options are going to be in regards to food. And most of us try to be polite, try to be kind, and we don't want anyone who is hosting to feel insulted if we don't eat any of the meals that they've prepared. So one of the ways that we can mitigate this is offering to host ourselves. While I don't necessarily suggest forcing our way of eating on everybody else, when you host and prepare meals at home, you can make sure that you know exactly which ingredients are going into every preparation. You can make sure that there are meal options for yourself, and if you want to make some of those traditional options for others who might be expecting that, you can do that as well. If you don't have the option to host, then tip number 2 is for you, which is bring your own side dish. Typically, the main courses for holiday meals are relatively easy to deal with, as it usually includes some sort of protein like ham or turkey. And it's the side dishes or the fixings that get us into trouble. To avoid this problem, bring a side dish that includes ingredients that you know you can have. Once you start to dish up, grab some of that main entree plus your side dish, and as long as there's a decent amount of variety on your plate, then there's less things that your family can give you grief about. Tip number 3 is to go easy on the alcohol. Now, I know the holiday season is typically a time for people to let loose a little bit and enjoy some drinks, and I think that's totally fine. But we also know that alcohol is not particularly healthy for us. Just ask anyone who's had too much and how they feel the next day. Plus, when we are drinking, it tends to lead to poor decision making when it comes to the rest of our food choices. So if you are going to have a few drinks, make sure that you're paying attention to how much you're consuming, have it with food, hydrate, and also choose options that are gluten-free if you have some food sensitivities, things like wine and hard alcohol rather than beer. Tip number 4 is to load up on the protein. And if you want to know more about how much protein you should be consuming on a daily basis, I'll link for you in the cards above right here my video on Hashimoto's and keto, how undereating protein is sabotaging your health. But to keep things simple for today, protein is a highly satiating macronutrient, and most of us are not getting enough. When we don't hit that protein minimum, then it can cause us to crave other foods, and when we're in a holiday setting, it makes it more likely that we're going to overeat some of those dessert options. In general, for most people, I think that 100 grams of protein per day at an absolute minimum is a good goal to shoot for. So when people start passing around the dinner plates, make sure you add some extra protein to your plate. That way you can feel more satiated and more in control for the rest of the evening. Tip number 5 is to eat beforehand. And this is something that I really like personally, but I could see how some people might think that it could lead to bad habits around food. So if you guys don't really like this one, or if you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments below and we can discuss it and maybe come up with some better strategies together. That said, the idea behind eating beforehand is that we don't always know what's going to be available at the holiday meal, and for some people, they may want to be avoiding certain trigger foods that they could crave in those situations. If we're hungry, it's going to make those cravings worse, and by eating ahead of time, it can help us to avoid those particular situations. I'm sure you've all heard of the recommendation to not go grocery shopping when you're hungry because you might buy and try to eat everything in the store. The same premise goes for this. Our last tip, which is tip number 6, might be the most important one, and it is to have a plan that maximizes your happiness. So ask yourself, well before the holiday party or the holiday dinner, what makes you the most happy? And the answer to that is going to be different for different people. Nutrition is important, but it's not the only thing. And the holidays are all about community and connection. So if sitting down with your parents or your grandparents and having some holiday pumpkin pie is what makes you the most happy, then do that, but have a plan to do that. On the other hand, if you are highly sensitive to food and you know that eating the wrong thing for your body can take days or weeks for you to recover, and the thing that makes you the happiest is feeling good and having good health, then do that. Don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't be eating just because it's the holidays. Either way, have a plan and stick to it. The last thing that we want is for you to get into a situation that you're not prepared for, make an impulse decision, and then feel guilty about it later. I want you to opt in to your food decisions. Be in charge and don't let these choices dictate whether you're going to have a good time during your holidays or not. In the end, I just want you to be happy. And whatever choice helps to facilitate that, then make that choice. Even if it's not going to be the best for your health in that moment, we can always get back on the horse after the holiday season, and one misstep with your health won't derail you for the entirety of the upcoming year. But I hope that you like these tips, and make sure to let me know which one you plan on using in the upcoming holiday season. Also, if you're looking to take your health to the next level and you want the next year to be the best one yet, the opportunity to sign up for a free consultation with me is still available. All you have to do is send me an email at contact@seattlethyroidhelp.com and we can schedule some specific time for you and I to sit down, figure out exactly what's going on with your health, and determine whether or not we can be a good fit to work together and help you out with some of these problems. If you're not ready for the consultation but still want to take some steps to prepare for the new year, make sure you grab my free download, which is 109 foods to boost your thyroid and improve your energy, which includes a comprehensive list of foods that I recommend to start supporting and healing your thyroid. You can grab that at the link in the description box below. But that's all for today. I really do believe this information can help people to have a better mindset around navigating the holidays. So if you know someone who might benefit from this, please share this video with them. Also, you guys know I always appreciate it if you can give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, don't forget to do so. My name is Dr. Bodle. I hope you guys are having a wonderful December, and no matter what you celebrate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys next week.